This is KCAA.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
A journey of 1,000 words begins here at AM 1050 KCAA.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title, Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody, and I'm so excited about this show. I say that all the time, but no, I'm going to tell you, I am absolutely thrilled about this show. As everybody knows, it's that time of year, and the Believe Walk in Redlands is going to be on October 6th. And, of course, I'm going to be there, and a couple of the other ladies from the station may be joining me. And we have now the three heads. That's what I'm calling them. The three heads, the ladies that started this way back when, went to Stater Brothers. Jack Brown says we're going, and I mean, every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and how many people we help and all the fun that we have. And so what I'm going to do, we have Cathy, Annie, and Nancy. The three heads are in the house. Yay!
Oh, thank you, Bev.
You're
you
welcome.
so much. We're real excited to be here, too. And Cathy and Annie and I are just, we're 2 weeks out from our event, and we're here to tell you a little bit about it and convince you to come walk with us, walk for a cause. And we three girls started this walk. This is the 6th annual walk.
Mm-hmm.
So our first walk was back in 2008. And the first walk had about 1,700 people, and we are definitely expecting about 10,000 people this year. So we are very excited, and we're excited to have people from the Inland Empire come to downtown Redlands. Our event starts, as you said, on Sunday, October 6th, and we open at 6:30 a.m. downtown.
And that's when you set your alarm clock. And, folks, I'm going to give you a little hint. This works, right? The night before, whatever you're going to wear, have it laid out.
Yes.
Whatever you're going to bring, have it in the vehicle, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure you have gas in your vehicle. And then when you get up, have your breakfast, your Wheaties, oatmeal, whatever you're going to have. All you have to do is get dressed because you showered and shampooed and all that other good stuff the night before, right? You're on the car. And be there early. I'm going to tell you why. If you think parking in New York and Boston is a problem, you haven't seen nothing until you get down there. And I have one little hidey hole that I found, and so far, nobody found this hidey hole, so I get the car ready, so I don't go. But go in there and make sure you have very, very comfortable shoes. Tennies, to me, I found out tennies are the best.
Well, it is a walk. So
Yes,
that would be good.
And a run.
And a run. Now, I'm not running, ladies. No. But I
don't
go
run either. We don't run either.
Okay.
And yes, parking is a little hard, but if you go on our website, www.believeie.com, we do have some, maybe your secret place is on there, but we do have some hints about where to park, so that's helpful to check that out as well. And you also mentioned getting dressed ahead of time, sort of laying out the clothes. Well, that's one way to do it, but we also have teams that come in. They all come in the same T-shirts, or we have a lot of people who come in very, very fun, fancy get-ups.
Yes, and talking about that, this is one thing that I wanted to ask you. I'm just curious about it. The last couple of years, Christina Millian, which is our liaison, she may be in the building today. It's a possibility, so we're hoping. But what they were doing is we got together and we started making the signs. And then we had all the feathers and decorating and stuff. You're having that again this year, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Good.
We've been making the posters monthly. We have a session that we get together and get very creative. And we even have school children that have gotten very much involved. So it's going to be absolutely fabulous, and so many wonderful, encouraging sayings and fun sayings to motivate everybody.
And that is so cool. I love when that happens. And we had so much fun. I felt like I was back in nursery school making these signs with all these feathers and stuff. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, we do too. And you talked about having to have breakfast before you came. Well, that's not necessary because we do have many vendors and sponsors that will be giving out free coffee and teas and fruits and a lot of different things. So if you don't have a chance to eat your breakfast, there'll be breakfast out there.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Thank you.
Bev, I want to just say that, talking about the posters, going back to the posters, that the school children from Redlands, and I guess not just from Redlands, I think they're from all over the Inland Empire, are doing posters as well, and we have a contest that Annie and Nancy and I get to judge. So that's pretty exciting for the kids too, and it's just absolutely beautiful to see some of the things that they create.
Yeah, and it's amazing. And you see these short people, like a half a gallon of milk or a quart of milk walking around, and some of the stuff they come up with, you go, whoa. It's fabulous.
And our walk does go by 2 elementary schools in Redlands. It goes by McKinley and Kimberly, and the principals and the student population there are really supportive of the walk, and they will cover their fences with posters cheering the walkers on and wishing people well and fun stuff too. So.
And another thing, now let's not tell anybody what I'm asking you. Okay, let's keep this a secret, okay?
I won't tell.
All right, but at the end of State Street where you had the big stage last time, you're having that, right?
Yes. Right.
And is the stuff going to be flown up in the air again?
Well, we might have a surprise this year instead.
Ooh. Well, tell me. I won't tell.
We're not talking. We're not telling. We are definitely not telling this one.
You're going to have to come.
Yes. Oh, I'll definitely be there. And matter of fact, I was there the past 5 years.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, this is my 5th year.
Well.
Yeah, for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
okay.
and so this is my 5th year.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So I'm going.
So you're a cheerleader.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And what's totally amazing is with this nasty disease, and it's pretty nasty, and how many people that it affected, even my family, I lost a lot of members with it. And with you ladies coming up with this idea, first is absolutely flabbergasting. I'm going, they ought to be running the country now, with these ideas. Yeah, I see you saying no. But with the money that is raised, and people think, oh, it's a fundraiser, they're going to get X amount of dollars. But no. Every dime, I'm telling you guys, every dime goes for research, period. Let me say that again. Every dime goes to research, period, for finding new cures and more machines and whatever else that they need. And if anybody knows somebody that, are affected, get involved. It's for all of us, and it's for our children and our grandbabies and on down the line, because they're finding cures, they're finding ways to get rid of this thing. So let's do it. And it's a fun day. And just think that, your hubby can stay home and be watching football. He'll be a happy camper. He'll have the whole house and the television to himself. And we can be out there having a good time, right?
Speaking of hubbies, I'm going to tell you what ours will be doing.
Yes.
And you probably remembered from being at previous walks, happens to be our husbands drive our support vehicle, which is our big excursion that is decorated and adorned with 150 bras that hang all over it.
Oh, so that's who drives them.
And our husbands are supporters, and they drive the vehicle around. So they get quite a lot of attention by that vehicle.
I can see why.
It's a great photo op.
Kodak moment. Bev, our event really is a very grassroots event with the posters and the bras and all the people that come in costumes that they've made up. And we like to keep it that way. And when we started the event, that was important to us. But the most important thing to us really was when we ourselves went through cancer treatments, we had resources, we had great family support, community support from our churches and everything. But when you go to a cancer center or even just a doctor's office, you know you're going to wait. Mm-hmm. And you do. And so when you're sitting there, we're women, we're going to talk to people around us. And we realized immediately and individually that not everyone has the resources. So, sometimes they can't pay their copayment. They don't have gas money to get to treatment. They can't buy a wig. Their insurance is not so good. And so that was important to us, was to raise money also for resources. Research is hugely important, mm-hmm. and I truly believe that there will be a cure for cancer. But in the Inland Empire, we wanted to give back to the people in the Inland Empire. So we have also focused very strongly on keeping the funds in the Inland Empire, and we have given money to Loma Linda University Cancer Center, Redlands Community Hospital, St. Bernardine's Women's Imaging, to a fabulous group called Beloved Foundation in mm-hmm. Redlands, and to Oasis, which is an ovarian cancer awareness organization, and also to Michelle's Place in Temecula, which helps women. This is the only entity that we give some funds to that deals strictly with breast cancer. All of our funds go to treat all cancers, but Michelle's Place is very unique, and the thing that we really appreciated about Michelle's Place was that they will help women who are under 40 that need mammograms, because our state will not help fund mammograms for individuals under the age 40.
Well, excuse me, and I know I'm going to get beat for saying this, but that's a bunch of caca. We got to change that.
Yes, I agree.
We really do. Yeah.
So research is great, but we like to support the people that live in our Inland Empire areas as well.
I'm so glad to hear that. And when we're sitting here, we're talking about this. A lot of the listeners, if they don't know about this, I don't know why they haven't heard about this, but if they don't, I think what happens is people are saying in their minds, they can't get excited about it. They cannot analyze sometimes the grasp of and the importance of all of this. And guys, I'm telling you, now everybody knows me. I've been doing this for a long, long time. And when something comes down the line and I put my stamp of approval on it, take it from me, the little short person here with a big mouth. Just go. Get involved, because one of these days something's going to happen to you or somebody in your family or your neighbor or whatever, and you're going to say, I'm glad I listened to them ladies and I went and I got involved, and that's what they got to do. It's not, how can I say this? More people need to get together, really. We really do.
It's about community, and it's community that heals the whole person and the patient.
Oh, definitely. It
takes everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will be there. It's about families, it's about children, you'll see strollers, dogs. We even had a pig that someone pulled in their wagon. We've had it all at this walk. It's not anything that you need to be working out for and being athletically ready for. It is a fun walk. It's about bands on every corner and Girl Scouts giving things out, cheerleaders, food, water.
Community.
It's community. It's fun. It's just fun.
And it's really fun, too. And when you're saying about how they cheer you on, every street you go down, there's something going on. And it's the more energy that you're getting, the more noise that you're getting gives you the energy and the power saying, I can go that extra 5 miles or 4 miles or, whatever it is. And don't think about your car is 50 miles down the road. Don't even think about that. Just keep on going that way, right?
Right. Yes, but it's just the fun of watching everybody get so involved in it, and the time, the 3 mile, 6 miles, it's over before you realize
like that.
it. Yes, and then you end up at a wonderful